This week's question comes from one of our students this time. The question is, what languages did Jesus speak during his earthly ministry? We know from the Bible and from historical sources outside of the Bible that Aramaic was the primary language of the people living in the region that Jesus lived in. In fact, not just the region that Jesus lived in, but to pretty good sized area north up into what is like Syria or Iraq today, and further east again, including most of modern day Iraq in that area. We also know that uh, rabbis who studied scripture the way that Jesus did also had a very good working knowledge, if not actually fluent, in both Hebrew and Greek. One big question people have is, well, did Jesus speak Latin? And really, the only Jews of the area who might have spoken Latin are those people who would have had daily interaction with Romans and Roman citizens. Jesus didn't do that, so it's not likely that Jesus spoke much Latin, if any at all. So, for example, just in his daily discourse, in his daily ministries, and preaching in the synagogue or in giving the Sermon on the Mount, for example, very likely that Jesus spoke Aramaic in those encounters. It's very possible that when he was speaking to the Jewish officials and other rabbis, they may well have been speaking Hebrew. When Jesus was interacting with still other people, like, for example, Pontius Pilate would be a good example of someone who was not Jewish, but because of their educational background, probably spoke Greek and probably would have been the language that Jesus spoke with them as well. So, thank you for the very, very interesting question. Keep pondering the daily life of Jesus, and remember, God really is who he says he is. You are who he says you are, and live the life that he made you.